you're 16, you're a high school dropout, and you start doing the music?
And I was just at home every day. There were moments where I would go out and like hang out with like kind of bad people at their like, just moments where I'd just be in like either a trap house here and there, and I'd just be like recording with people that I don't really know. And it was pretty messy, but then there were months, like maybe like a year, I would just stay. This was right after I dropped out. Yeah, I just stayed in bed, and I had like a mattress on the floor. I had a desktop iMac situation, and I had the built-in mic, which is totally shitty, but I made it work. And then I would start recording stuff in the GarageBand, and that was that was pretty much it. And I kind of took myself pretty seriously. I I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go into this, I want to do like an intro song. So I had like a song called The Introduction. I put it out for like a week and deleted it because it was terrible. And I had a lot of stuff. I was putting stuff out and like taking it down a lot for like maybe a few months. And I was like, all right, fine. You know what? I'm just gonna make another cute song. Let's see how this works. And I ended up making So High, and I wrote that.
Oh, during that time.
Yeah, that was definitely during that time. Yeah, so I would just like sit in bed and record. I made So High, and I put that out, and I got like 2 views on it. I remember, and I like freaked out. I was like, oh my god, like anyone cares about this? Like, who's listening to this? And it's probably mutual friends from high school, and they were probably excited about that, and they were, and I was like, damn, like, this is crazy. I think I got like 12 views or something like that, and I started like crying. I was like, oh my god, like, this is crazy. People actually share this shit and care. I got like maybe like one repost, and it was just cool. It was good to know that people actually fucked with my shit, and I just kept going.
So were you rapping or singing at that, like in the beginning?
I was attempting to rap. Yes, I wanted to rap first. I didn't really want to sing as much because I didn't think I could sing. Mm-hmm. But the more I like stayed in my room and like didn't let people hear me sing and like tried to like build that up and create a voice within myself, that was that's what taught me, and I feel like that's what made me start singing.
Okay, so you put out So High, which would later become, I guess, your biggest song, mm-hmm. Views-wise and stuff like that. Yeah. And you signed to RCA Records.
Yeah, signed to RCA.
Like, how much later from that song getting released?
And I guess, like, it took about maybe a year, I would say.
Okay.
Year and a half, something like that. Not that long. I mean, that's a pretty short amount of time, and I wasn't really developed, I feel like, as an artist. Like, I didn't really know what exactly I wanted to do. I knew my style, I just didn't really execute it the way I wanted to in my dreams.
Okay, so by the time RCA came around, was that song already big?
Yeah, it was, yeah, so for sure. So, yeah. I don't know how many views or anything like that. I was probably high around that time, so I don't.
Okay. Yeah. And were you Doja Cat from the very
I
beginning?
was Doja Cat from the very beginning, yeah.
Okay, why that name?
I was 16. I like knew people who were selling drugs, and like weed was just really integral and like in my, my life, and I just thought Doja. I was actually thinking like, damn, like Doja sounds like a girl's name. I should just be Doja. That's cute. Nobody's done that. There actually is another girl named Doja out there that I found somewhere. But yeah, like
and
Doja.
And Doja is slang for weed.
Doja is slang for weed.
Is that a West Coast slang, or I don't know? I've always heard it.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. I just know about that. I knew about that word, and I was like, damn, that's cute. And then I also always had like a lot of cats in my life.
Okay.
So I used, I was like, cat, like, I don't know, I like cats. Doja Cat. Fuck it. Let's do it. It was really just like a high thought.
Okay. So now you're Doja Cat. You signed with RCA. And I guess you put out an EP.
Yeah. And then I signed with them, and then I put out an EP. I put out Per. in 2014. 2014. And yeah, it took off pretty hard. There was a few songs that I put out on my own that kind of, that I maybe shouldn't have. They were supposed to be professionally released, and I put them out on my own terms, and like people were like, "Oh, they ate that shit up and they loved it," and that was cool. But yeah, I put that out, and it kind of took off.
Right. Then you did the video.
Then I did the video. I did the video in like the Salt Flats.
Right. It was like a high budget video.
And it was kind of a high budget. We came out of pocket for that. Like,
you had to pay for it yourself? Or?
Yeah, we had to pay for it ourselves. But it turned out really pretty, and like that was just super exciting. And
right, and it's at like 16 million views right now.
16 million or like 17 million maybe even.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. It's just crazy. It's like, I don't know, it's going to keep growing. That's just how shit is.
Okay, so you put that out. You put out the video, you put out your EP, and you're signed to RCA. What kind of happens next?
I put the video out. It lost traction because we didn't have really a solid team. We only had maybe me and like 2 other people. I had an assistant, and I had a really good friend of mine who also was the person who put down for the video, and the person who like kind of steered everything and was the most passionate about making whatever I was doing into a business. And yeah, it just wasn't a very solid team. We didn't have like a management company that was really well known until maybe like 2016. We were working with like Rock Nation, and I don't know. That's it.
So you release everything, and I guess things start to slow down a little bit for you.
Right, yeah, things slow down. I was chilling, making music in my bed for like years. And I just wouldn't leave my crib. I would just like make beats and stuff like that. The thing about the beat making is like, I didn't plan on that. That wasn't something that I've always been doing. I actually got, as a surprise, I got a MIDI keyboard. I got a Akai 249 MPK, and it just showed up at my door, and it was because my boyfriend had sent it on Christmas. So I didn't know about this, and I just was like, all right, well, damn, because my mom was like, there's a giant box at your door. What the hell is this? Please get this out of the way. And I'm like, okay, and I brought it upstairs, and I opened it. I'm like, why the hell did you get me a keyboard? I don't produce. And so I opened it up, and I hooked it up, and I just started making beats, and I never thought I would start producing, because it just seemed like before you start producing, everything sounds like so complex and large and beautiful. The feeling that it gives you is much larger than the feeling that you get when you're like trying to set up the program and get all the sounds in there and stuff like that. And yeah, I just started, and I couldn't stop, and it was super fun. And I was smoking a lot of weed and shit, and staying up really late, like till 7 a.m., making beats for like years.